My name is Rockmond Dunbar. I'm a writer, director, producer, actor. I went to Port Harcourt, Nigeria for a film festival last year to host a film festival. And it seems like God was just calling me back and forth to Africa. And in the last, I would say 10 months, I've been 6 times. So I had the opportunity in Atlanta through the African Ancestry program to get my DNA tested to find out what would my African ancestry be, and I thought that that would be, absolutely incredible, eye-opening. Because people in general, we want to figure out what we're made of, where we're from, what's our destiny. We want to figure out what are those things that make us tick. Why do our eyes are shaped a certain way, or our skin is a certain complexion, and so those type of things, like what African ancestry possess, they can help us, trace back our roots and find some type of grounding. So I did that, and my results came back with one of the oldest dynasties in Nigeria, which is Yoruba. So I'm from Yoruba descent, and so now I'm just trying to come back and introduce myself to the Yoruba contingency in the United States, and also in Africa, to get to learn more and more about my roots.
I welcome the son of the soil of Mambo Wale,
I was absolutely excited because I didn't have any expectations. It's just regardless of what results came back. I think just to have the results are very, very important. Very close to me, dear to my heart. It makes me feel, it just makes me feel complete. It makes me feel whole. So I was very excited to get the news.
Welcome back.
I got to, dive into the culture a little bit. I got to meet a lot of people that, explained, the culture and history, but it was not just specific to, the Yoruba dynasty. It was basically just like, this is who we are as Nigerians. The part that was really interesting to me is meeting with the artists, meeting with directors, meeting with producers that were from Nigeria, and learning that, Nigeria is such a force of making films and putting out, hundreds and hundreds to the tune of almost, 1,000 films a year. Just was really astonishing. The most important thing that I really want to incorporate with working with my Nigerian brothers and sisters, the filmmakers there, is incorporating. I know they have a lot of quantity of films, but bringing some type of quality to the work. And I think from my over 25 years of experience, I can help bring different ideas, different instruments, different ways of approaching scenes and storytelling. And I hope to collaborate more with my brothers and sisters in Nigeria to bring that, to bring my experience to the table.
There's one thing that I know about my people. When I first came here, I didn't know many of you, but you showed me so much hospitality. We are very hospitable people. We're very loving people. We're very honest people, intelligent people, creative and strong. And for accepting me back, I say that's it. That's it.
There was no culture shock. It was mainly, the only difference is when you go to the airport and, the guys are telling you to open up your bags and, take it into a little office. But thank God, I have my diplomatic passport, so that didn't happen too much to me. But that part was a little, abrasive. But I don't think there was necessarily a culture shock. I pretty much felt at home. There was no fear. The fear of, and this is one thing that Yaya and I talked about a lot of Americans, African Americans, don't want to go to Africa because of the ideas that they were fed, the history that they were fed by the negative history, I should say. So most people in the ghettos in America think that you go to Africa and you're going to have flies all over your face, and and you're gonna starve to death, which is like so ignorant and misleading. My family was really worried. You know, they would call me and say, "Are you okay? Are you okay? You know, we will send anything. What do you need?" And my business partner, I remember Skyping her on the phone. Skyping her on my computer, and I'm sitting on the balcony of the hotel. And she's like, "Okay, I got our assistants. They're working on it. They're, you know, contacting this consulate. They're contacting this person, and that's all you have to do is." And I said, "Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Let me show you something. Okay, calm down, calm down." So I picked up my computer and I turned it around 360 degrees, and I sat it back on the table and I looked at her, and she said, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah, I'm at a 5-star resort, sitting on the beach, having a good time. I'm not in the middle of, you know, someplace where, you know, there isn't civilization, okay? I do have clean water and I do have really decent food, and that was one thing that really made me happy, is just eating clean food. We don't have that in the United States. But in Africa, like literally, I went from 212 pounds to 186 pounds just by eating fresh food, you know, eating foods with no preservatives, eating, you know, fresh fruit. And no, I didn't get sick, and no, I didn't get dysentery, and no, none of those things happened to me. I was just eating right and living right and sweating a lot, and you know, I went back home very, very healthy.
When I look out into your faces, I see me. I feel me. I'm home.
Bravo.
In your hearts and my heart, we are a strong people, and thank you. I say,
Bravo.
thank you for loving me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I say.